guys, it's me again with another replay of Free Player 7 Wonders. I finally got out a good game playing Babylon. This is my weakest wonder. I still don't think I really know how to play him after like 1,000 games in 7 Wonders. This is really tricky. There are some really important decisions with this wonder. Starting with a side that you will play on. I generally see this side doing better, but this side can get a lot more points. I think this is, but I'm like in a free player game there is not much resources, so this 3 wood and this 4 clay is a challenge. So I'm going for this side. And my plan going into this is get a color, so like one of like 4 of one symbol, and then this for the 5 symbols, which means each card will give me 5 points, which is nice. And also try to build this fast, and also focus on what I need generally. Like you will see if I achieve this game or in this game or not, but generally I just want like a cloth, maybe bottle, because I'm sitting next to bottle, so not necessarily bottle, but maybe bottle, and papyrus, and then I want 2 wood and 2 clay, and I'm all set. And let's see how this pans out. So I'm going B, B, B. I don't agree with this pick. I would have picked A, but he's sitting next to me, so if he's going Giza B in free player game, now is the time. So yeah, not that bad. And here is an interesting choice. So I have this, which is always good, right? Dual resources, but I see that I need to pick something from this hand, right? Because in free player game I'm picking from each hand twice, so I need to pick one of the greens to go for the one of the symbols, and to do that I have to have one of the gray resources. So I'm actually, well, I don't know if that was good, but I actually am picking this from this hand to get I don't know how you call this thing, this math thing that you use in your kindergarten class. I will call this sextant. I know it's not really a sextant, but I will call this sextant, and I will check out how this is called in English for the future videos. So I'm actually picking this and going for this as my second card from this hand. I'm not really sure if I should pick that, to be honest, because like I will need all the money I can get to build these 2 stages. So this is actually like the fact that there is a stone only helps me in that way that Giza might buy this from me and he might buy this from me. So this can be correct because both of them need a lot of stone, so they might buy this from me. So this might have been correct. But on the other hand, if I'm doing well and I want to do well, then they will have some stone and they can buy off each other. So this is a double-edged sword. Anyway, I'm picking this and anticipating of picking that, because probably no one like he can go into heavy green, but if he's going into heavy green, I have some other plans, so that's okay. And I still can like he cannot build free. There is when you see 3 green in one hand, there is no possibility that anyone will pick the complete set in the first era, except maybe for Halicarnas, because he can build from the grave, but that's the other case. Okay, second hand. I was thinking about going for battle, because then I would just need 2 wood and maybe I can buy them off or something. But I'm actually like in a lot of games, I think I'm picking this. Like I don't remember necessarily, but I think I'm picking this to just not let them win so easily here. Trading to Giza is always nice, but I'm trying to like have my resources. That was my general plan. I don't know what he will get necessarily. Like, he's trading to me, so maybe he's counting on low resource strategy as well. Yeah, so this is not bad by any means, but I'm just sticking to this. This have some merit as well. This have some merit as well, because I have 1, 2, 3, so that makes me all set. So I can see generally just like every pick, even like maybe not with me picking this, but if I picked the dual resources, this can be nice as well. So lots of interesting choices. I cannot say that anyone is just like slightly better than the other. My playstyle usually involves heavy red in free player. I lately tried some other things and it has not been working that great for me, but maybe I still need to like experiment and do stuff like this. So I'm picking this here. Yeah, I passed him this, so he has both duals, which is great for him because he will be very good on resources. And here I'm this is too expensive, this is too expensive as well. I'm hoping that he will grab this and I can actually hit Giza. It doesn't matter for me because if I get like +1 here and -1, +1 here and -1 here, I'm still at 0. So if he builds this, it's the same, but I just like to be like ahead of someone in fights. These are both good. I was considering a splash in blue. I would probably pick this because I think I will pick Battle from the hand I just passed. So I'll probably pick this because then I would have I will be able to build Temple. I think. Yeah, I will just be missing wood, which I want to buy. I want to buy 2 wood for 1 gold in the second era. And I want to buy 2 clay for 1 gold in the secondary era as well. But I'm actually picking this. Nobody else has papyrus so far. Giza will need this. He has his own papyrus. But yeah, I still want this. I can consider a heavier splashing green. This helps that. And this helps me build school, which is always important with any green strategy. So yeah, going for papyrus here. He builds the fight. He picks this. This is great for him. He can buy everything for 1. I probably should have anticipated that he will pick this, but I don't know if it would give me any like relevant information. And here I have a choice. Like, I'm building green. That's no-brainer. But which green? And I was like actually like really thinking about this. I really like going for like traditionally this was my go-to green for the set, or this when I'm like alone drafting green, and this when there is another heavy green drafter, because by going this you challenge him a lot and you make it hard for them, like till the until the 6th player. Even in 5-player game there is only 1 workshop in the first era, so this is like great to sneak steal from him. But actually I'm thinking that I'm ready to build school. With this I'm ready to build the library. Yeah, library. So I like going for this symbol, because then in the second era I can get 3, and in the last one I'm just missing 1. So I'm thinking I will go this. This also lets me build a courthouse, which is nice, but probably not as nice as stables, which is fights that will let me win fights. But I'm still going for the scriptorium. Okay, here this is a possibility. This is like not really, and this is a possibility. I actually went this to like make it easy for me with all the gray symbols, but I actually think that it might be a slight mistake. Like if I went this, then I can like forgo resources, just need this. But I'm not sure, like whenever, like I've struggled with playing Babylon B and Babylon A generally, and I've seen some people score like really high in some of my games, like they were playing me and they were like really crashing with Babylon B. I was like, how they are doing that? And I each time I see this, I try to see what their end thing looks like and how they played and why they're doing so great when I'm struggling with it. And I saw that generally, like they have, there was a pattern that each of the winner or like very good Babylon player always had this free gray resources. So I just try to copy, to mimic. Like if you can't beat them, join them. So I tried going for this and seeing how it goes, because sometimes even if you're like very experienced player, you just cannot see all the things that, like, I know that this lets me do like temple, I know that it lets me do like lighthouse, and it would let me do some other things like cheaper this and that. But I was thinking like, let's just try this and see what happens. And here I'm actually building a wonder, but you can make some arguments of going either this or this. I would probably go for theater instead of altar, because temple is cheaper for me right now. But yeah, this is 3, this is 2, and I actually want to build this fast, because normally in 3-player games you want to have some space for you in the wonder to bury cards if you need to. But here I'm just trying to rush this. I wasn't able to do this turn 1, but still I'm trying to go for this to have access to this early. And winning one fight, losing the other, so I'm at 0. Okay, so here I see school and I pick school because I want the whole like 5 of this symbol, and school also lets me splash other things, which is nice. What's more in this hand? Like, this is nice. I'm counting on this coming back to me. That would be nice, but I think it will. Like, they have some stuff to pick from this hand, like this, and no, probably just this. But this guy might actually, no, or probably won't. Like, I was counting on this, but now that I'm thinking about this, like, this guy is probably pick this, and for this guy there is not much, so he'll probably pick this. If he has this build, for sure. If he doesn't, he still might pick this. Maybe I will build this. Like, when I have... there is a possibility of going for, like, 5 and 1-1. So maybe this or this. So not a bad hand by any means. And I think Giza needs to build this for sure. He's building more fights, so I kind of can't win against him. He's building heavily into yellow, which is nice. So yeah, I see this, I pick this. There is not much else. This is too low for now. This I want to build, but I want to build this in the other sweep. So this being here is very, very nice, and I don't anticipate anyone picking this from me. He already built his wonder with this, and he has access to 2. He has access to 2, so the only reason is somebody can bury this, but even if they bury, I still can build this because I have access to 2, so no biggie. He built already this from this hand, so does he have access to 4? He has like 1, 2, 3. So I'm really surprised, but maybe he is counting on coming back to him. I really disagree with this pick. He already has this. There is no need for this. This saves him too little to justify picking a card. And here everything is garbage because I cannot build this. I have this already. This is too expensive to build this. But this is very nice. This is great. So I just picked this, and I'm happy. If I had a wood, I would be able to pick this, which wouldn't be bad, but I don't. So this is like making sure that I have everything. And actually, somebody might buy this from me because they only have access to 2 clay, and there is some things that cost 3 clay, namely this and this, and also this. So good card. I like this hand. I see so many fights that I cannot build, so anticipate him going for one of them and me being stuck with being a loser in the fights. But hopefully it will work in my favor. Okay, he picks this. And now, because I built this, I should have remembered that this also lets me build this, which is nice. I cannot build this. I'm not interested in any of those. And maybe that's a small mistake because, as you can see, I have only access to 1 gold. And in green strategy, this is a very important guild. There will be 5 guilds. There's 10 guilds, I think, in the base game. Yeah, 10 guilds, and 5 of them will be picked in the 3-player game. So this is 50-50 that this will come into play, and I cannot build this. I will have this. I have this already, and I just need these. And I like nobody will pick this ever because they have access to 2, and they don't care. And I care. And maybe I should have picked this because this would let me pick 6 of the symbols, like in the ideal scenario, which is like really, really good because this is 36 points of 6 cards. But yeah, I just picked this because this also lets me pick a fight and some other symbol, but maybe this was correct. I don't know. I like this pick. This is safe. This is like, if this doesn't come into play, it doesn't give much. So probably this is a bad pick, but this is something to consider. Like, if you are going green, and especially if you are going for like one of the symbols, make sure you have access to 2 wood, 2 gold, and 1 papyrus. And he's building fight, of course. And yeah, this came back to me, which is nice. Also, if I have built this 2 gold, I can build this now for free. Then I should have remembered that if I'm playing like on my maximum level. So maybe this 2 gold was actually better because this lets me get into arena, which is right now very expensive for me, and like it's nice because I need also gold and stuff like that. So so maybe this was actually a good pick, but I'm going for this. So because I cannot change it back. But there's like, as you can see, there is so many like correlations here, and it really matters what you pick in previous hands. Okay, here I cannot build this, I cannot build this, so I'm just building a wonder and building a wonder again, which works okay for me. So I have 5 cards for resources. I'm losing fights and I'm losing some of them cheaply, which is on one hand bad because they get a lot of points for free, but I can see myself winning some of the fights. What is important is that they don't have access to this. None of the players can buy this. This is kind of expensive for them. For this guy, maybe not so much, but for this guy, no, it's also not expensive because he has trading. Okay, but this country is very interesting. I know that this guy wants this from this hand, so he will pick this. and I'm not picking that in any scenario. So this, I can go into heavy green with this, but this is risky. This is safe, and this takes away from their points, but actually I'm picking this because I anticipate that this will give me more than 6. I anticipate this giving me 7, because I think he wants to build arena. He also wants to build arena, he wants to build this. None of them want to build this, but still, I anticipate this giving me 6 or 7 points, so I'm picking this over this. And I'm counting on this getting back to me for free. Or maybe this. There is plenty of good stuff from this hand to pick, so this is very nice. Here, this was the moment that I realized that I cannot build this, and I was very sad because I don't have access to the 2 gold, so pay attention in your game. Probably I would still have played this the same, but yeah, maybe not. This gives me 9 points, so this is a no-brainer right now. I'm just grabbing 9 points. And here, I was actually like thinking about going for this and just picking one of them when it comes back to me. And also I was thinking about picking one of them and just counting to get also two small sets. But I ended up just going for one of the symbols just to be safe. So, but probably it might have, like, I need to also think about how this hand will come back to me. Because this is the hand, right? Because I'm picking 1, they're picking 1, 2, and I'm picking 2 of the last cards. So I'm thinking that this will come back to me, which I would unfortunately need to throw away. And one of the symbols will come back to me, right? But let's say I pick this. Now this hand is garbage for them, but they can actually throw this, and they can throw this, and I'm stuck with this, which is not ideal. So I picked one of them, but I still, like, I should have done really the math, because this gives me 5. Picking this gives me 8 at the moment, right? But when I pick this, I'm letting this guy pick something for 5. Like, what ended up happening in this game is them making a big mistake and not realizing that I cannot build this. But still, like, whenever you are stuck in these decisions in the game, you need to think about the whole math and whole stuff behind this. Yeah, and I picked 2 yellow cards, which is great. Okay, here I can go for this and count on this getting back to me, but this is risky, and I don't like risk. Here, I'm trying not to lose. In a 3-player game, I'm trying to get at least 2nd place, because getting 3rd is very costly. So I'm just picking this and thinking that this guy doesn't have a good pick here. This is worth 2 or 3 maybe. This is very bad for him. This is terrible. So I'm just stealing this card and letting him pick from the terrible choices that he has. He picks green, which is nice for him. I again cannot pick this. There are 2 fights. So I will just pick one to win with this guy, because right now I know that I can win with this guy because he doesn't have access to free gold. Oh, by the way, me not picking those golds actually kind of works in my favor, because they cannot build this. But it works in my favor because they played wrong. Like, if they played well, I would have been just stuck with this 3 gold. At the end, I need to throw this for money. So I'm thinking, I'm building this, he will build this, I'm winning 1 fight, but losing the other, which is fine. This so far is looking okay. I know that he doesn't have a good pick from his last hand, he will have to have this, and I'm getting 2 cards in my last hand to pick from. So I'm actually thinking that I can win this game. he picks this, which is, yeah, not ideal. And I actually got offered, like, he screwed up. He built a fight because he didn't count, I don't know. This was just bad play on his part. And he passes me to green, which I can understand because, like, he gets more points. Because I will build both of them. And this is like a gift, because this is 13 points, which means that I will win this game. And this actually gets me 8, because I also passed him this, so this is like everything is working out in my favor. I'm getting a lot of points from green, my resources were perfect as I planned from the start. I got a good guild, and I end up with 70 points, which is like crazy good. If I didn't get offered this, like, because let's say I don't have this. So this is 8 points less, which means it's 62, but 1 point more because I'm throwing it away. So this is be 63, and I would have 3 gold more. So I would still win with this guy, even if he didn't screw up. But yeah, this would have been much closer. This is very respectable score. I think I will try to replicate this whenever I try to play this wonder. In more player game, like in more than 3 player, it's better actually, because there is a Chamber of Commerce, which you can easily buy with this setup for free, and it gives you 8 points, and nobody else is interested in this normally. And it's 8 points and also some gold, so this is like more flexible and better for tiebreakers, so generally really good. I would say that this is how I like to play Babylon Bee now, and I'm excited whenever I get this now, because I think that this strategy works okay. Of course, it's 7 Wonders, you cannot replicate this all the time, but this is like general direction, I think. Just try to get these cards. Of course, this can be replaced by some like cheaper alternative from, maybe not Tree Farm, because this is from only 6 players, but Claypool and Lumberyard can replicate this. Also, maybe you can get like Lumberyard in first era and then get like Caravanserai, something like this, but yeah. This has been me playing another 3-player game. Hopefully you enjoyed it. See you and take care.